You know, every interaction you have is more or less a negotiation for a desired outcome. From asking your crush out on a date to signing a multi-million-dollar client, it all boils down to your skill set. Fundamentally, you can negotiate anything if you know the following three things. First, what you want. Second, how little you're willing to accept. And third, what you'll do if that deal doesn't work out. Everything else we'll be discussing is just here to support these three things and give you the biggest edge you can get. So, with that said, here are the 15 most valuable negotiation skills and tactics. Now, you wouldn't believe just how many people get into negotiation situations without having a clear understanding of what they really want. It's surprising, but true. Many individuals walk into negotiations with vague ideas and unclear goals, which often leads to unsatisfactory outcomes, and not having a way to clearly put it into words. This lack of clarity can be a major stumbling block. When you can't articulate your needs and desires effectively, it becomes nearly impossible for the other party to meet them. So here's a very common situation. Let's say your boss calls you into their office and says, "Oh, you want to earn more per month? Sure, here's 20% more work for you to do and we'll increase your pay by 20%. We've given you just what you asked for. But is that really what you wanted?" Often the answer is no. You might have wanted a raise without additional responsibilities, or perhaps more flexible working hours instead of just more money. But that wasn't what you wanted, was it? This is a classic example of miscommunication and misunderstanding in negotiations. You need to be specific and clear about your goals to avoid such scenarios. You see, there's another important rule in life that goes like this. You don't get what you want in life, you get what you're willing to negotiate. This means that success in negotiations isn't just about knowing what you want, but also about being prepared to discuss and compromise to achieve it. And for you to negotiate effectively, you have to have a clear understanding of what you specifically want and what you're willing to exchange in order to get it. Preparation is key. Before entering any negotiation, take the time to outline your goals, your limits, and what you're willing to offer in return. There's never a circumstance where the rich won't try to get a better deal because historically, they've always been offered one when they asked for it. This is a crucial lesson. The wealthy and successful are often adept negotiators because they understand the value of asking for more and negotiating better terms. Another big rule is if you don't ask, you don't get. This might seem simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Many people miss out on opportunities simply because they don't ask for them. Starting today, everywhere you go, ask for a better deal. Whether you're at a store, negotiating a contract, or discussing terms with a service provider, make it a habit to ask for better terms. You'd be surprised at how often you can get a better deal just by asking. Without doing anything, you're likely going to get 5 to 10% discounts just because you asked for it, which otherwise you would have spent out of pocket. This simple act of asking can lead to significant savings over time. And as a pro tip, always ask the person who is able to make this kind of decision, what can you do to get me a better deal? This ensures that you're speaking to someone with the authority to make changes and offer you the best possible terms. Remember, effective negotiation is about clarity, preparation, and the willingness to ask for what you want. Or if you're talking to a clerk, have them reach out to the person who is able to make those kinds of calls. This is crucial because the clerk might not have the authority to make significant changes or offer you the best deal possible. By involving someone higher up, you increase your chances of getting a favorable outcome and get back to you. This might take a bit of time, but patience can pay off. Often managers have more leeway and can offer discounts or special deals that clerks simply can't. Even if you don't end up with a deal, you end up starting that negotiation process. This is valuable because it sets a precedent for future interactions. The next time you negotiate, you'll have a better understanding of the process and what to expect. Remember, the one who prepares more wins. Preparation is key in any negotiation. The more you know about what you want and what the other party can offer, the better your chances of success. So by this point, we expect you've made an effort to figure out what you want from an upcoming negotiation. So it's time to take it a step further. Dive deeper into your research. Understand the market value of what you're negotiating for and be ready to justify your requests. Ask yourself the following questions. These questions will help you clarify your goals and strategy. Who are you going to negotiate with? Knowing your counterpart is crucial. Are they a decision maker or just a gatekeeper? Is this the person who's able to make the kind of decision you're looking for? If not, find out who is and try to get them involved in the conversation. Another pro tip is the boss will always be more flexible than middle management. Higher-ups often have more authority to make exceptions and offer better deals. What is this person like? What are their values? Understanding their personality and what they value can give you an edge. What do they look for in a partner? Knowing this can help you position yourself as the ideal partner. What is important to them? Identifying their priorities can help you tailor your pitch to meet their needs. What do they expect to get out of this negotiation? Understanding their expectations can help you manage them effectively. What is negotiable and what isn't? Knowing the boundaries can help you focus on the areas where you have room to maneuver. What is there for them to lose if this doesn't work out? Understanding the stakes can help you frame your arguments in a way that highlights the benefits of reaching an agreement. How can you come up with a creative way to get both of you what you want? Creativity can often lead to win-win solutions that satisfy both parties. This is an old war strategy that comes into play in everyday life all the time. By thinking strategically and preparing thoroughly, you can navigate negotiations more effectively and achieve better outcomes. Chapter 3, preparation is key. So the tale goes like this. When two generals go to war, both of them are trying to simulate what the other general will do on the battlefield. The one who is closer to the truth wins. This is why preparation is so important. Here's something important every one of you should know. If you realize you're not adequately prepared to negotiate, it's totally okay to reschedule and walk away. Now let's talk about a powerful technique, mirroring. We know you guys are interested in secret techniques and tactics, so this one is actually pretty efficient. All a negotiation is listening to the other side and building enough trust so you can move forward in the relationship, be it personal or professional. This technique focuses on starting your sentences the same way the other person finishes theirs in order to build rapport. Make sure to use the keywords they used in their speech. Now, this is commonly known as mirroring, and people have been using it in both verbal and non-verbal communication for ages. So begin your sentence with the last 3 words and then add what you're going to add afterward. Chapter 4, Mirroring Technique. Mirroring is a powerful technique that subtly signals to the other person that you two are very much alike and will get along great. It's a non-verbal way of saying, hey, we're on the same page. Because look, it's not rocket science that people are more likely to engage with those they find similar in nature. When you mirror someone's body language, you create an unspoken bond that fosters trust and rapport. And here's a pro tip we really want you to know. Do not overuse specific techniques. While mirroring can be incredibly effective, overdoing it can have the opposite effect because people pick up on it when you're doing something on purpose, and it's a major red flag. Authenticity is key. If you come across as trying too hard, it can make the other person feel uncomfortable or even suspicious. Just because you read in a book once that you gotta look a person in the eye when talking to them, it's more than okay. Eye contact is important, but it needs to be balanced. Actually, it's a must that you avert your gaze in the span of a 20-minute conversation if you don't want to come across as a weirdo, okay? Staring too long can be perceived as aggressive or creepy. Make the eye contact, look away, look back, look away, okay? This natural rhythm of eye contact helps to keep the conversation comfortable and engaging. Our advice is for you to practice these techniques until they become involuntary and feel very natural for you. The goal is to integrate these behaviors seamlessly into your interactions. Tactical empathy is one of those things that have changed the way negotiations are being done in the modern world. It's about understanding and acknowledging the emotions of the other person. It all boils down to making your partner feel safe, in control, and building the feeling of good faith between you two. When people feel understood and valued, they are more likely to cooperate and reach a mutually beneficial agreement. So remember, mirroring is not just about copying gestures. It's about creating a connection, showing empathy and building trust. Use it wisely and watch your interactions transform. Chapter 5, Building Rapport. Effective negotiation rests on building at least the perception of mutual gains. There are specific strategies and skills that you can deploy in order to get the best outcome that you can get. So here's a list of the most important ones. First of all, demonstrate that you are negotiating in good faith. You're not looking to screw them over. Second, be genuinely interested in what drives the other side. If you know what they're willing to achieve, you can tailor your offering to their liking. Third, don't suppress emotion. Use them to keep that ball rolling. Deactivate negative feelings and magnify the positive ones, because this slowly builds trust and will get you to where you need to go. And fifth, look for the tells. People will signal what they really want even if they don't verbalize it. And you know what? Inside the Alux app, we actually have an expert course dedicated to building up your negotiation skills. It's called Master Negotiator in 15 days. This collection of lessons gives you the framework to create long-term business relationships, balance your work and family, and shows you how to start and run a profitable business. Outro, and for a very limited time, you can get yourself 50% off a yearly membership to the Alux app, and I promise you that membership will pay for itself within the first month alone. The deal is only available until the end of January, so if you want to make sure that 2025 is the year you really make it happen for yourself, click the link in the description below. As always, my name is Cabuloso KK, and I'll see you in the next one.